And let's check on our quality options. First things first. Hello, everyone. I would probably give it a try or two if it will let me check. Come on here, Twitch. Come on here, Twitch. Okie dokie, we have quality options. So, we can go right on to the other normal parts of stream, which include a Discord notification, as well as a quick tweet, and we gotta do some Peelies. I've lost several Peelies. I mean, we've had this on a long time for something with a peel-off base coat. Hey, Spacey. Hey, Amethyst. And I've decided, like, I thought about it, and I may still possibly change my mind. Like, that's, like, a possibility, because, you know, I can do that. But I'm pretty sure I'm putting on a gel manicure, because this break is really worrying me, and I feel like I should just not, like, probably not fuck around with my nails for a couple weeks, like, and just let this grow out. So that's the plan. We're gonna kind of reinforce this. It's not, I don't think it's much worse than it was before. Hair. White balance, I'm gonna need you to, I'm gonna actually need you to chill the fuck out. So what I want to do is put this on. Well, let me, hold on. It's like a purple holo. This flashlight might be a little bit too much for it. And I think that's what I'm going to do. The one thing about this compared to... Camera, hello. Compared to, like, last week when I was showing you guys, is it's a little bit more obvious because... Like before it was just, it looked like a line in the nail bed, and now you can see, like, there is a part that's actually somewhat starting to lift just a little bit. Like, that's why it looks like a white line now instead of just a nearly invisible line. Hey, Mikey. Did I say hello, Zuli, also? I think I did. So yeah. And I'm considering if I should even, like, take my nails down a little bit shorter also. I basically just, I don't want it to fully, you know, get worse while it's that low. It would just, I don't want to deal with that. It would hurt too much. So this is all geared toward avoiding that outcome. But I think, I mean, I don't know. It'll be fine. The time will fly, and something like this, I think, could be, you know, interesting enough that I won't get sick of it, hopefully. I'm not quite sure if I want to just try and apply it over the tacky layer, or if I actually want to use the, like, foil adhesive, maybe. So I'll maybe do, like, a quick test between those two methods. Let me zoom in a little bit more for you guys. Oh, like, even from there you can pretty much see it. It's just, it's nerve making. And I mean, there's not much you can do. I mean, well, I could, like, cut my nails down to, like, a nubby nub. Cause, like, any pressure, like, on the free edge, like, puts some pressure there, and I can, like, I can feel it along this edge where I couldn't last week. So it's not in dangerous territory yet, but it's definitely worse than it was. But let's do our Peelies. See if we can find our edges here. Peelies have come off like kind of mixed results. Like you see, I had a couple that like this one looked like this one, and then I ended up peeling the rest of it off so I could get a good look at the break. But yeah, I don't know. And the pinky, as usual, like doesn't want to peel. There, I think that's an edge. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I mean, I can deal with it if it's not like that. I mean, we just took quite a lot off last week because I just didn't want to deal with the break. That's kind of a bad hangnail. Ah! How did I not notice? Okay, God. You guys see this hangnail? Actually, fuck. This is where the cuticle nippers come in. You don't want to leave any little end behind and end up getting caught. That was horrible. What the fuck? Anyway, I kept this on much longer than I should have. I was hoping for a certain PR package to show up, which it hasn't. It's a little bit sad face. I mean, I don't know. Used to be kind of like a joke that, you know, like shit took so long to get to the Midwest, but like it's actually kind of true still sometimes. Yeah. No, it's okay now. You can kind of see where it was, but I got pretty close with the nipper. Let's see here. Big boy camera. I slept pretty good last night. I'm still tired. I think I have to just like stop staying up until 8 in the morning, which seems like obvious life advice. But I think that I just, even if I get enough sleep, and I didn't stay up until 8 last night, but I still was up later than I should have been. I resisted playing trains. Like they were peer pressuring me to play trains. Oh, it was so fun, Amethyst. I'm so glad that everybody enjoyed it. Like I wasn't sure how that would come across because obviously like I don't have all the time in the world to dilly-dally because I apparently have time management skill problems. At least I didn't lose any more due to time though. The first one that I lost to Dr. Crotron due to timing out and having to forfeit was like heart-wrenching. I don't know if it's that dramatic, but like I was sad. Oh, Nutty, thank you for the host. Yeah, it was pretty late too. Well, the whole thing, it was the most frustrating part was that we thought we knew what we were doing. And then thank goodness Dr. Crotron like actually was on top of it slightly before we were planning to do it. He was like, yeah, so the Steam version actually doesn't do as advertised and does not actually allow fucking online play. These are the Peelies that we have from the other nails. That one from the thumb actually turned out pretty good. And then we started looking around and just... You would think, how hard could it be to find like a decent Scrabble online situation? Like, harder than it should be. And the only downside to this site is that it's only like 1v1. Like, you should be able to play 4 people. I mean, like 4 total. You could even do more than that, but that starts to be like a little bit much. But like a 3 or 4 player game, that's a good number of people. Maybe it's because this one is like kind of competitive. Like apparently you can get rankings, although we're noobs, so we don't have rankings yet. These look really dark on camera. I guess it's because they're against the white background. In some cases, it's hard to tell that it was done with like 4 colors, but then at other times, like the colors actually do all pop out. I really enjoyed these anyway, at least until they started, you know, popping off. Like the mauve and the red blend into each other so much. Oh, and I suppose I could have given you guys one last flashlight time before Peelies, but you're gonna just have Peely flashlight time, I guess. Come on, camera. Camera doesn't want to focus, but I think it's interesting because the big one looks kind of like mostly purpley, and then the small one, which I think is like a pinky one, is mostly red, and then the other one like has some of both, like coming through, just like in the blurry, hollow fantasticness of it all. Yeah, so this has been on for how long it's been on. It did wonderful. It's been on since last Sunday. So, and I only had those Peelies pop. It wasn't yesterday. I think the day before. But so this one seems to be holding just fine. Like we've got that kind of. Is there an angle that still got some polish under there? There's like a very small crack. You can kind of see it there at the tip. Oh, actually, that's a good angle. It's still very subtle though. Like right there, right there. But this is the one that we are very concerned about. That's an ouchie. That's an ouchie one. So. Hey, Anne. Oh, you just heard it, you mean, Amethyst? Yeah, it was almost a full week. Partly because, like I said, the anticipated arrival did not arrive, and also partly because, like, I'm trying not to mess with them too much. I wondered what I would find under the manicure. I mean, it hasn't started hurting again like it was before. But when the Peely came off, like I said, I can feel it at the edge, and it definitely, looking at it, you can tell. I was trying to have like a super light touch here. You can tell that it's getting worse just from the fact that it's now a white line instead of an invisible line. Well, maybe invisible isn't exactly the right term, but you guys know what I mean. Anybody who's ever had a low break has watched it evolve. Well, maybe that's not a everybody statement, but yeah, it's tough. Sometimes I wish I had the time or the patience to do my nails as often as I used to. But I don't know. I have other hobbies too. Like Scrabble. Did you guys see I posted a question in games of whether I should start a Scrabble channel in Discord? I feel like it would be much easier to organize there than it would be like actually on the site. I mean, you can play with strangers on the site too, which is, I don't know, not particularly something I want to do. But if we have enough people, like just in the community, who are interested in playing, I could certainly set up a channel. Maybe even set up a role like we did for Choo Choo. Okay, cuticle time. I have very mixed feelings on whether I want to take the length down anymore. Like, this is a very short but okay length for me. Like, anything much shorter than this I think would be uncomfortable, but like, I can see, like, just with a gentle flex of my nail. Like, that's right where, like, you can see how, like, the nail bed changes color. Like, that's right at the same level as that break. Where the edge of that is. So I know that that's putting pressure on that. I'm gonna say, because on their list of things that's important at 6 years old, table manners doesn't even make the list. Hey, Marthy. 6-year-old butts. Oh, 6-year butts. Okay, wait. Is this on my glasses or in my eyelashes? I'm sorry, guys. Anybody who wears glasses or has a cat or both knows the feeling. I'd like to prevent it before it actually goes into my eyeball. Alright, a week of cuticles. This is why I like doing my nails at least twice a week. Like, the more often you do it, the less you have to do. Like, I feel like back when I didn't wear as much nail polish, but I still, like, enjoyed having long nails and I took care of my cuticles and stuff. Like, if I had a moment every day to, like, push my cuticles back a little bit, I don't feel like I ever had to do scraping. But if you just leave them alone for like a week, like, all of a sudden things are out of control. I've still got a little bit of residue. I also considered, I guess I kind of still am in the back of my head. I saw somewhere, I don't remember where, somebody was wearing some gunmetal nails, and I was like, ooh, I forgot how slick that looks. And I was thinking maybe I should do gunmetal nails. For a moment, I even thought about, like, what kind of nail art could I do with gunmetal and purple hollow sparkle, but then I was like, I don't know if any of these ideas that I'm having are something I'd want to wear for, like, a week or more. Like, I'm planning to wear this as long as I can tolerate it. Or I could do like an accent nail or something, but I think I just want to go with one or the other. Is what I more lean toward. Like for like a long-term manicure, it either has to be nail art that I absolutely love, or actually something plain but that is like really good. You know what I mean? I don't want it, like, a nail art that I might be okay wearing for 2 days, like, is not necessarily something that I want to wear for 2 weeks. Yeah, it is somewhat easier when it's wet. It's more kind of different. I've kind of fallen into doing it dry, partly because, like, this isn't where I like to take my bathroom break during stream. I like to take my bathroom break right before I start a manicure. But I also just usually have done them dry. Like, every now and then if I'm, like, super organized when I get out of the shower, but usually I have polish on and I don't like to... You can work on your cuticles with polish on. I wouldn't recommend it. You can do it. But yeah. It's gonna depend on the hollow, cause silver hollow can mean lots of things. One of the things I found when I was looking for this purple, which I didn't have to look very far because I remembered where it was, is the silver hollow. which you guys had fucking literally come unscrewed again, except thankfully it was upright. I don't know what is defective in this bottle that made it like so it can't stay screwed, but I've spilled this entire container before because it just is like it won't stay shut. It's like if you get a Holo like this, oops, sorry. Can I just try like, I mean, this is kind of like blindingly bright, but you know, this is going to be more hollow than gunmetal. I mean, in camera, please. In more dispersed light, I don't know. Would you call that gunmetal? You know, I mean, under dispersed light like this, I mean, you could kind of, you might be able to get away with calling this a gunmetal. This look right here, but it's not going to look like that most of the time. And in fact, even like just moving it around, like you start getting, you know, hollow. But if you have a Holo that's more like, see, like that's like a more glittery one. Of course, all Holos are gonna like pop out colorful stuff under the right lighting conditions. But something like this, like with a finer Holo, might look more gunmetal-y when it's not showing off all of its hollow and looking like rainbows. The gunmetal that I have is actually from Sally Hansen. It's a pigment rather than a glitter. This one. Let me pull out the little. My pigments are like actually kind of organized, and I kept the little thing. So like the Sally Hansen chrome looks like this once you apply it. Oh come on, camera. Like when I have a couple polishes that almost can do that, but this is like, I really like this pigment. It doesn't look like anything in the jar. It's just like it's like a pearly white pigment. It goes on top of black and then it turns to black, like gunmetal-y like that. So it's like a really, man, now that I have that out and looking at it, like, yeah, that would be really, let me think about that some more. Hey, yo. I mean, I don't know that it would be a rainbow. Or do you mean like as far as like a glitter, like a scintillation? It wouldn't be like, it wouldn't be hollow if it wasn't rainbow. Hey, Broody Hobbit, welcome. Yeah, I mean, it's just, yeah. And honestly, like this too. Like this is a, do I have do I have a test swatch? Oh, where did the other ones go? This is only the two most recent ones that I did. Hold on. Okay. That's foil. These really, well, these are foils too. It would be easier to find them in this box though. I don't know why they're in this box. That's foil. These ones haven't been used yet. There we go. Right? Is this? Yeah, that's the purple pigment. Do I have another one? Wait a minute. I thought I'd swatched this more than just that. Oh, it's on this one too. the bottom part of this here. So like buffed out camera, the purple pigment does this. Which, like the Holo would also buff out to that, because they're the same. Ooh! Okay, there you go. Like, so you see, like... It's got a lot going on. I used it textured for Christmas. We did a buffed look also. The Manicure was textured and the water marble was buffed, and the water marble also used the silver. Hold on. Let me look at this, because I wonder... Oh, come on, computer. Why are you not responding? I went to open my my photo software thingy so I could find... Okay, let's try this again. So I could find a picture to show you guys. And it was like, eh. Okay. Was it before or after the icicles? I think it was after. Okay, yeah. Okay. Can I window capture this? Is this, Okay, we'll just plunk this here for a minute. I can't see chat on the screen anymore, but it'll only be there for a minute. So we used the Holo and the purple, and we did the textured Manicure, and then we did again, and we did a marble. Where's a good picture of this? We did a marble with the buffed pigments. Interestingly, can I zoom in here? Whoa, that's not how much I meant to zoom in. Fucking what? Okay, that's like a shit ton also. The purple almost outshines the silver, which is kind of interesting. Yeah, this is only making me more secure in my decision to go with the all purple. The gunmetal is still kind of a contender. It would be kind of simple. Could do gunmetal with one like purple Holo accent. I don't know. I don't want to get too complicated with it. But maybe we'll experiment a little bit. Okay, let's in case Bean decides to come back. He was here. I don't even know if it was while I was streaming or if it was just before stream. But then he ditched. I don't know if I would get sick of the gunmetal or not. I'm pretty sure I would not get sick of the purple because number one, it's purple, and number two, it's Holo. And what more needs to be said? But on the other hand, the gunmetal is like also right up my alley, but on the more subtle side. I think the last time I used it, it was I did like some stamping. I did some black stamping over white. And then I applied the gunmetal chrome on top of all of it. So it made the black all gunmetal-y, and it made the white like, it just gave the white kind of like a mirror finish. It was really also quite nice. And I think I want to reinforce the patch on this also before we do the manicure. I hope that all of this is not in vain. Like, I hope that I can actually keep it from breaking in a manner that's painful. Or could be, what was it I dropped on my keyboard the other day? And it pressed up for me and entered and made me repost what I had just posted. I forget, a pen or something? A pen doesn't seem like it should be heavy enough. I don't remember what it was. But I was like, random clumsiness making me look a fool. Oh, weird. I don't know. Gosh, the handle of this toothbrush is covered in glitter. I mean, it's the glitter toothbrush, but still. And yes, I did just say, it's the glitter toothbrush. It's for, brushing off loose glitter. Sorry, I've got another little hangnail I'm trying to carefully deal with. Sometimes Twitch is just janky. Most times Twitch is just janky. But on the other hand, like, it's also kind of amazing that it works as well as it does. I mean, when you think about the scale and the fact that it's, live, I'm surprised there's not more problems. I mean, the problems that I have are enough, don't get me wrong. I hate it when, like the other day, my router reset, and I hate it when Twitch doesn't give me encoding, and I hate it when Twitch makes it look like there's frames dropping when I'm not dropping frames, but, it is a technological marvel in another sense. It's a technological marvel and a technological clusterfuck both at the same time. Maybe it was a drunk bird that then got along his merry way. Exactly, son. Or even something like, like a big bird. Like if a big bird, like, caught something and landed up there just long enough to snack on it and then peaced out. I am going to take a dinner break after nails today. That is within the plan. I have food again, so I don't have to have... If anybody is curious, last night's dinner consisted of a frozen dinner that had been in the freezer far too long and was not very edible, and I did not enjoy it. But tonight's dinner shall be better. I don't know what it's going to be yet. I haven't decided, but any of my choices are better than what I had last night. Hey, Whimsy. Yeah, I was gonna say it's not. Oh gosh, It's like green outside. We are having some very odd weather. It's very hot. It rained, and then the sun came out, and now, like, kind of looks like tornado-y weather, honestly. Pre-portion, son. Pick your leftovers before you start eating. Sometimes that kind of stuff seems silly, but that is one thing that I actually do try to follow. It's kind of like under the same heading as don't eat chips directly out of the bag. Okay, that was loud. I don't know. I had a host earlier and it didn't startle me that badly. Thank you, Basenji. Like, because if you just eat them out of the bag, like, it's easy to just mindlessly eat them and then suddenly the whole bag is gone. Whereas if you portion yourself out some, like, you might have a second portion. I generally probably do, I'll admit. But you at least know it's not like mindlessly eating. It's willfully. It's willfully chowing down. Mm. Yeah, you already did. Yeah, that's a good move. Now, son, the real question is, I forget what the item is, but apparently an item that a lot of people like no longer is on the inside the Taco Bell menu, but if you order Taco Bell, you can order it. Ooh. Entropy with the 3 months. How the HK time flies. And battery. Oh, you did purple nails today, Marthy, so you vote purple also. For anybody just coming in, so we were kind of between like purple and silver hollow, and they're both like quite. This is the shitty flashlight, but you know. You get the idea. Or a black gunmetal that this is the final result. Camera, can we focus? It doesn't like Sally Hansen apparently. There. Anyway, because it doesn't look like anything in the jar. Like I can't just show you. Wait, my title is my title. Oh my god. Oh, wait, can't type. Okay. Shh. I don't know what you're talking about, Marthy. Or Whimsy. Sorry. I don't know what you're talking about. Everything is fine. I'm not flustered over it or anything. Oh my goodness. Oh, the XXL stuffed burrito. Taco Bell already got rid of my favorite menu item. That's why I don't know what their remaining menu items are. Or feel any sympathy with the people that are sad now if they were not sad with me when caramel apple empanadas were discontinued. Yeah, they said a lot of the vegetarian options they got rid of, and they got rid of a bunch of stuff with potatoes inside of them. I saw like several articles, like people were very mad. That just shows, yeah, how either how little people care or how little people read the title. All right, Amethyst. Yes, you can. Accept if you were sad with me for the caramel apple empanadas, then I can be sad with you for whatever is discontinued now. But everybody else, I don't have any sympathy for them. Hi, Music Al. It's like, I don't know. I know restaurants can't just have like infinite menus or whatever, but man, they really seem to like just discontinuing the dumbest shit. Like, why would you take that away from people? Why? I mean, That sounds like an excellent idea. I was just saying how I had a very unsatisfying dinner last night. Oh god, these hangnails. Come on here. Whoa! Why, phone? Why are you making noises and why am I so easily startled? I guess I don't expect it to make noises when I'm streaming. Horrible, horrible little hangnails. Hold on. That's better. Yeah, I don't know if it was like every single potato thing, but that was like the one thing they got rid of. The quesarito. I remember that now because I saw a picture of it and I was like, well, what? And I that's why it stuck in my head for some reason. There are like a dozen things or something that they got rid of. Hey, Basenji. Yeah, well, and they do delivery too, so you would think their delivery was booming right about now. Rude, Musical. Mail service. Okay, man, like, I mailed my fucking quarterly estimated taxes. Why did the post office re-deliver the shit to me instead of delivering it to the IRS? Clearly visible pre-printed address in the window. It's not even like, I mean, number one, I don't have sloppy handwriting, but it's not even like it was handwritten or anything. Like, this shows up in the mail. I'm like, are you actually fucking joking me, post office? Are you dumb? I think the quesarito, son, is the one that you can no longer order in stores, but you can order online. That was the part I found fascinating about this, that like drove me to read articles about why Taco Bell is discontinuing such and such items. Like the fact that it was like, ooh, here's your secret hack to still be able to order a quesarito. Just do it online. Yeah. A lot of places are doing that though. Even like like grocery store food places. They're concentrating on like not necessarily having as wide of a variety of shit and amping up production on what they do have, which I mean makes sense. But is also kind of frustrating as somebody who really liked fancy flavors. Like specialty Oreos and that type of shit. Like, I always wanted to try it. If it was a flavor I thought I even remotely would enjoy, I wanted to try it. Hold on. Yeah, I don't know. I could see, it depends. Like, I could see people around here maybe paying that if you were ordering like a lot. Shit, order like a couple days worth of meals. But like, most actual, like, places that have their own delivery, my neighborhood is not in range of. We're like just in the hole, in the middle of like everything. There's like nothing that fucking delivers over here. Unless you would do like a Uber Eats or something like that. Like none of the actual restaurants deliver around here. Alright, so once I put in just a little bit more work on these cuticles, we'll do a couple little small tests. Because I don't remember and I don't see any notes like what these different applications were. so we'll just have to retest and see what we find out. Yeah, McDonald's getting rid of the all-day breakfast. All that, like, streamlining or, you know, quote-unquote simplifying. Three-minute ramen. I mean, when I got groceries, I was very mindful. I was like, when I'm sitting, you know, hungry as hell and trying to figure out what to eat, like, what do I want? What can I get that the next time I'm having trouble to decide what for dinner would be a good option? And, like, a fast option, because I like cooking, but I don't like the time cooking takes. Like, if I have time, like, that's one thing, but if I'm feeling crunched for time, it's like, it takes the fun out of it. It's not enjoyable if you're feeling rushed and, like, it's just a hassle to have to spend the time on cooking. You know what I mean? That's not fun. Aw, I'm sorry to hear that, son. Some days you just gotta be gentle with yourself. I would probably order more if there were places that didn't have exorbitant delivery fees to deliver around here. I considered, like, I need to go out and get my prescriptions. They're, like, sitting at the pharmacy waiting for me. And I considered, like, maybe getting something while I'm out to get those, because I just don't go out very often anymore. But realistically, I probably won't. Okay. Can you guys... I don't know quite how to give you the same angle as what I was looking at. Like here. Can you see? Oh, come on, camera, focus for me. At the very edge, it's starting to lift up a little bit. Like, when I look at it like this, I can see that it's lifting. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's not fully lifted because it's still attached on both sides, but one side is like kind of, I don't know. I just, ugh. I'm so angry that this happened. Because I've been good. I've been pretty good about, like, not being clumsy and being mindful of my nails and stuff. Yeah, kind of the same for me, son. Been having groceries delivered. I would consider getting my prescriptions delivered too, but every time they're like, there's like a notice that there's a delay, and it's like, well, I can't, you know, shift when I need to order prescriptions and when my insurance will pay for prescriptions to order earlier in order to be able to get them in the mail. And who knows, like I said, like, the post office is apparently dumb. Like, what happens if your prescription gets lost in the mail? I just I'll go through the drive-through and hope that they're taking adequate precautions in there. Okay. I think maybe a tiny slight file on this nail in particular to alleviate some of the stress. Okay, I fixed it. I fixed it, didn't I? I fixed it. No, I fixed it. Hi, Luke. Oh, man. that would be kind of scary to live somewhere where a bear could just wander into your backyard. Luke, since I didn't see you yesterday, I have to tell you the sad news, but also the good news. The sad news is that Steam Scrabble is in fact not online player, but we found a website to play Scrabble. And since you had expressed interest before, I hereby throw down a gauntlet to a Scrabble battle at some date in the near future. It's free. And it's kind of bare bones and a little bit janky, but I mean, it works. And you can only have 2 people, which is the, worst part. But it's still very fun. A Scrabattle! I challenge you, Top Hat Luke, to a Scrabattle. And it was funny. I only got 2 interactions on my tweet from yesterday's about Scrabble battle with Dr. Crotron, and one was fucking the official what? Okay, maybe it wasn't the official Scrabble Twitter. Let me look at this real quick. It was funny to me. It's what are y'all just sitting here on Twitter fucking refreshing search Scrabble? What is literally it tells you if it's not a word, and sometimes you look out and it turns out it is a word. Where does it show? Okay. Scrabble Practice retweeted my tweet, and Casual Gaming League liked my tweet. It was stressful because there was a timer, but it was very much fun. Yeah, I mean, we had all those spectators too. I have mixed feelings on that. Dude, Entropy, it's so fun. I'm debating making a Scrabble channel in Discord so that people can have Scrabble challenges amongst our community. You butt spot. I don't think anybody's surprised to hear that you love butt. You too, yeah. I was really, I don't know. I feel like I say this anytime I do something new on the channel. I'm like, man, I didn't think anybody was gonna be down for this. And everybody's fucking down for it. People were hype for the Scrabble. So for anybody who wasn't here last night, the Scrabble battle was initiated by Dr. Crotron. And he and I did a test one offline, and then we did one on stream, and then Musical threw down the Scrabble battle gauntlet, and I played against her, and then I think I did another one against Doc and another one against Musical, and then maybe we called it a night. Man, second only to Monopoly. I don't know. Monopoly got banned in my household as a kid. People took it a little bit too seriously. I found myself taking the Scrabble, with the timer on you, it just becomes so much more stressful. I'm sure I was acting a complete fool. They were super close games. That one, I feel just a little bit bad. Because I didn't exactly cheat, because I thought you had seen it when I did it against Dr. Crotron, but maybe that was the match we did offline, or maybe you just weren't there yet, but or just didn't notice, but that I feel just a little bad that I didn't tell you that you could pass until you were on your 10-point penalty minute. Because if you hadn't had that 10-point penalty, you would have won Musical. So I mean, we're unranked plebs on the site, so apparently it doesn't matter who wins and who loses, but No one will play with you. Okay. Hold on, I'm gonna do a thing. I'm gonna do the thing right now. Two-minute poll, go now. Regarding creating a Scrabble Discord channel. Yeah, Monopoly can go on a really long ass time, Amethyst. It can. It's never too late to learn either, though. Whimsy. Yes is firmly, if slimly, in the lead. I don't know if there's like actually some messaging features or what on the site. Maybe they have their own official Scrabble Discord, but I mean, it seems to make more sense to me to kind of, I mean, unless you're on there playing random people, which I don't. I'd have to be pretty bored before I went to play Scrabble with the random person, because half the fun was being in voice chat and hanging out. You know, to make it like more like real life Scrabble. I mean, not exactly, but you know. Man, I feel like I just keep coming back to this nail and I keep just finding more cuticle to scrape. Yeah, I literally can't remember the last time I played Monopoly. I know I saw Pancakes play like the electronic video game version not that long ago on stream. All right, I will add a Scrabble channel later. All right, I got most of the patch off of the snail. You don't know any? Well, you know me, Angel, so that's a lie. Chess online. I don't know how to play chess. I never learned. I don't know phase 10. Let's keep the nice paper towel nice for the tutorial. We'll use this for the patching. So we've got and the acetone brush. Yeah, I don't think before last night that I had probably played in over a year. I don't think I've played since before my grandma died, so she's the one that got me to love Scrabble. Alright. And I said I was gonna file this a little bit, didn't I? Yeah, it's not a ton different from a regular manicure. You gotta be, and I am not like a pro with gel manicures. I don't do them very often. A lot of the times I do like a gel technique over a peel-off base coat, so it's also like not quite the same. Let's try and make this side like as nice as possible. Both sides. But I mean, particularly that side. Like, make it smooth, and then we'll smooth it over even more with the gel. Like, one of the main things I try to be mindful of is keeping the gel off of your skin. Like, usually I don't worry too much about being messy, because you can just do cleanup when you're done. But gel, like, once you cure it, it's set. So any cleanup you have to do before you cure. But also, like, if you get it on your skin, you can develop an allergy to gel polish. So, like, that's super, super not cool, not something I want to deal with, so. Yeah, so I have a very kind of limited gel selection. I have like 2 brands, and I have like a black and a white and one other color in both. For this, I'll probably just use a black base. Just trying to make sure this is even. That'll kind of almost match the other hand too, because this nail is still the shortest of them all and is a little bit shorter than the rest of the nails on that hand. Now, the main reason I don't do, like, gel manicures most of the time is because they're designed, like, the whole point is that you can wear them for, you know, long, long periods without chipping. And as somebody who changes their manicure on a frequent basis, that's just not a useful selling point for me. See, I can still see this other, like, cracked area where it's got some old polish stuck in it. Claire the Leo, thank you for the follow. Like, hello, camera. Just next to the free edge. See that little bit of red? Oh, camera. Please focus. Please focus. Doesn't want to. But, oh, there. You can kind of see, this is like not the best angle. Like, there's that other line just above the free edge, in addition to the line below the free edge. At the side of that other line is where I can tell there's some old polish stuck. Doesn't really matter. Just lets me know that there's more to that stress point than meets the eye. Because, like, it doesn't look like it's a crack or a break, but that nail polish found somewhere to get up in there. Your world is expanding. Oh, what was Scrabble Go or whatever it's called? So far, so good. It's like you said, it's kind of irritating that they dumped the other one for this one. Like, why couldn't they have at least, if nothing else, left the other one alone? But if it's halfway decent, it's better than nothing. I don't want to trap that like that. It says beanie hairs on it. There. I'm going to get a little tiny bit more gel. Actually, that was like slightly more than a little tiny bit. And ooh, I don't want that on my miracle mat. Like, clean this edge, but also, like, just with the gentlest. No, I was gonna see if I could lift it a little bit to get in there, but I can't. So we're not gonna force the issue. We're just gonna layer a little bit more there. It's really difficult to get the side so low, but hopefully, and just a small amount on the underside for this other part. Okay, now the cure spray. Oh, fan. You want to make sure to spray the whole thing, which sometimes it can be a little hard to tell. Did I get the underside well enough? Yeah. But the cure spray will basically... It's not instant, but it's very fast. So that you don't have to sit around and wait for it to dry. It's like gamified. It's for people that are used to like Candy Crush and can't just be entertained by the game itself. Got a little bit of gel like on the underside. I can feel it just stuck here. I'm just gonna clean that up with a little bit of acetone because it feels weird. Okay, so hopefully that will hold the break together. Gonna buff it like as lightly as possible just to smooth it out a slight bit. And finish with acetone. Like, I try as hard as I can to apply it as smoothly as possible, so I don't have to buff it too much to make it smooth, because that's just easier, more efficient. That's pretty good. So, oh, I think that's a great idea, son. Okay, so let's clean this up a little bit. We can put away the file, right? The rest of my nails are decent shaped. Yeah, I don't feel like fucking around with filing. This will be fine. Put away this. This can go over here. This can get put away. These can all go back over here. Okay. So, let's just use the back of this. We've got... Do I have a primer from Madame Glam, or do I only have... That's kind of weird. Maybe I'll go with the pink Gillette. Particularly because of that. I'm just gonna roll this a little bit. I don't know how long it's been since I've had this out. And then... How full is this? Okay, that's quite full. This is my super sketchy kind of nail foil gel. Is that the good bottle? Yeah, that's the good bottle of that. Okay. So, primer, base, top coat, gooey stuff. And I think the gel is 60 and this is... See that? Yeah, this is 60 also, except for the base. The base is not. The primer air dries. Okay. So... We'll do 2 little tests. I think I'll do this with a makeup sponge. So let's just get out some of these. We've got the, my little LED lamp right here. It's not that dramatic in real life. I just love that it looks that dramatic on camera. And this is not like a regular headband, and it feels like it keeps slipping around, but it's kind of cute, and it kind of matches my dress. I don't know. If I stream later, I might take it off and replace it with something else. So one thing with gel is there's UV curing gel and LED curing gel. Basically, it's a different kind of lamp, and different kind of gels can also take different amounts of time to cure. But basically, once they're cured, they're dried. But also, like most color gels, like once they're cured, they have a tacky layer behind, which you can either wipe off or you can add a nice top coat, or you can take advantage of to do... Is this gonna work? I might need a different kind of a sponge. I don't know if I like this. To do stuff like this. Basically, when you apply it this way, you burnish it in so it gets smooth and sparkly. That's just over the tacky layer, and it works pretty well. But what if I used this? Would kind of add an extra step. I mean, I'm inclined to go with just the tacky layer, but I've had problems with that before, with the tacky layer being like inconsistently tacky. Yeah, it's a pretty fine glitter. You can kind of see it on the lid here. It's not quite a pigment. Like, pigment is even finer than this. But yeah, it's pretty small. Oh, entropy, yeah. You can use, you can wipe it away with alcohol, or a lot of top coats are like, what they call, does it actually say it on here? Like, this is the top coat that I have for Pink Shellac. It's a no-wipe top coat, which means that, as you may guess, you don't have to wipe it. It just automatically dries without that tacky layer. Okay, so this is like a, I did not apply this very well. Can you guys see? Like, it's not smooth. So that's going to impact this. I would definitely need to be more mindful with how smooth I was applying it. Like, I can still see those divots. Might not even need the toothbrush if I'm working with a sponge, because I can just clean it off like that. Which also, buffs them in a little bit more. See, why is there that one corner? Did I just somehow not get glitter there? Why is this... Okay, there. I was gonna say, why was that one corner not covered? I feel like this is pretty similar application, except that the black actually was easier to get smooth. Like, you can still see, the streaky application. Okay, let's put that on my nails. Let's put that on my nails. I think I'm gonna just go with the tacky layer, and if the tacky layer for some reason betrays me, we can always use some of the gel adhesive to fill in little gaps or something. But I feel like the fact that it applied smoother and I was able to get good coverage, let's just not create problems. Let's just assume that things are gonna go okay. I mean, assume that they're gonna go okay, but also have a plan for if they don't go okay. Right? Hope for the best, plan for the worst type of a situation. Yeah. Like usually, like for pigments, a lot of times I'll use this. Pigments are like I said, they're even finer. Here, actually, I'm about to put it away, so let me just show you. This is the gunmetal pigment. You see how it actually almost looks like a powder comparatively? Come on, camera. Do fantastic camera things and focus for me. So, like I said, the purple glitter is a very, very, very fine glitter, but it's not a pigment. Pigments actually, in most cases for like optimal use, they buff into a non-sticky layer. They buff on top of the no-wipe top coat. And they actually literally create like a mirror finish. Hold on. Let me show you guys. Like for anybody who doesn't know about pigments. Oh, do I not have those handy anymore? Okay, I can look this way. Hold on. No? No, not that one. Not that one. Okay. Can I... Okay. Watch. This is what pigments can do. This is silver pigment. It's a little bit different, but same kind of very powdery texture. And they literally make things very, 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 very shiny. Like literally fucking mirror shiny. Hold on. This was my very first one. You don't actually need a lot. Like I actually had like way too much. So I had to knock off some of the excess. But like that's... Oh man, that almost makes me want to just do some fucking chrome nails, dude. But no, we're going purple holo. I'm waiting for myself to like finish buffing it in. Can we skip ahead? Brush away. Oh, this was over water marble too. It was cool. So shiny, you can like literally just see, and then you can just like brush away excess. Anyway. Stop playing, please? Okay. Yeah, magic. So like this does similar to that. Like this mirror finish now, like there's a whole story behind the Sally Hansen Salon Chrome. The way they instruct you to apply this shit, you're not getting this look. But if you actually just use their pigment like in a gel technique, like yeah, you can get this look, and it's like the chrome, except it's not quite as opaque. It's not quite as like silvery, because like you guys saw, that was over black and it still turned out like fully mirror silver. Where did I... Oh, it is literally right here. Yeah. So, and that, like I said, that's on top of a non-sticky base. I don't fully understand how it works. It's crazy. Yeah. And I have others like, okay. Hold on. Like that was a very good one. I love that one very much. I've also done like over, like you can do it, like you can make it textured if you put it over texture. I mean, you guys saw just like even this, like over the weird texture. Like I did one for Christmas that was textured. Where actually is my gunmetal? Oh, it's this one. Oh, this, I followed the actual instructions for this. Yeah, no, that's not a good picture. But yeah, there's like peacock chrome and stuff like that. Like this one. You can kind of see. It's very, actually that's not a great picture, but it's like a very duochrome blue mirror finish. There's gold. Like the true just like mirror chrome. Like I said, like just even looking at that video almost changed my mind, but gamification. There should be a way to, I feel like there should be a way to just turn it off. Like, yeah, I don't actually need your help, computer, thanks. Hey, Lady Eleanor. I love those wings, butterfly wings. Yeah. Like I said, we're doing purple. We're doing purple. After this quick potty break. Since we have been going almost an hour and a half and we're about to get started. Like, it's not as much of a problem with gel nails, because they're like, there's no drying time, but I don't want to be like, the one thing with gel nails is, like we were talking about, the tacky layer, and if you try to do too much in between, like the tacky layer can just pick up whatever lint or dust or cat hair is around. Like, it's best to just start and finish. So 312 is quite good. I'm usually happy with anything over 200 Musical. While I'm gone, you guys can listen to the wonderful Kevin MacLeod's Unwritten Return. And, yeah, I'm gonna just go downstairs, quickly pee, maybe do a little scrub. You know, the cuticles are a little bit dry, and if we're planning to keep this on for a long time, like, they won't be seeing any attention again for a long time. Like I said, you can do your cuticles with a manicure on, but I'm not a fan of it. But yeah, I won't be very long, and sometimes I have problems with gel, but hopefully today we don't have any problems, because this is very straightforward. So, I'm not sure if I want to record a tutorial for it either. So I need to think about that one gone. But I will BRB. Thank you for your patience, everybody. Oh, music had it out. That was probably like just as I was leaving. Or perhaps as I was leaving and I'm a bad streamer and didn't get to say goodbye. Brown sugar is delicious. I don't see a problem with that. Do I want to... I mean, is this tutorial worthy? I don't feel like I'm doing anything. You know, I don't know. I don't feel like it. I've got enough tutorials to fucking edit. Let's just make this happen. Well, so there's other places to get it also. Like I said, the Sally Hansen... I have 3 videos on my YouTube channel in regard to the Sally Hansen Salon Chrome sets. The pigment that they come with... Oh god, no. They were limited edition. There's cheaper stuff. The pigment that they come with is good. Their technique for trying to use it with regular polish is not. Hold on. Do I still have this up? Probably... Hold on. Is this still available? Yeah. Okay. Check this out, Entropy. Now this is just pigments. It doesn't come with anything else. But like as you learn about pigments, like there's various options. Usually most of them will buff onto a no wipe gel top coat. This is the one I very first started with. If I remember that set, those are all pigments except for the gold and silver holo, which are fine glitters. But that has a silver chrome and a gold chrome, as well as some multi-chrome colors. And it's a pretty reasonable price. And then you can, you know, pick your own gel polishes of choice. The Sally Hansen ones were designed to be, you know, chrome at home with regular nail polish. And the regular nail polish techniques were just such a flop. The pigments were decent quality, but like trying to do it on regular polish is just it's not really happening. I got it to work, but nah. So, like with any manicure, we want to start out, make sure our nails are completely clean and dry. They also sell like dehydrators, I think, for this purpose, for specifically like gel polishes and acrylics. I don't know really what's in those, if they're just the same as like 100% acetone. And then there's also a gel primer, which is a little bit different. The primer, to my understanding, kind of helps the gel to adhere to your nail. Like makes it more longer lasting. Yeah, you might if you still have your stuff from before. Now, did you have a top coat and just didn't use it, or did you not use it? Or did you not have one, I mean? I went with LED when I started after like some research, but I don't. As long as the top coat is no wipe, then pigments should work with it. And there's other options too. Like I'm sure that the pigments would adhere to this, which is this is intended to dry sticky. The main thing that I usually use that for is nail foils, because I find nail foils to be an incredible hassle. Although, in true My Simple Little Pleasures fashion, I have yet to try the regular gel adhesive that has come highly recommended to me, and I keep saying I'm going to try it, and then I keep not trying it. Partly because even if you find like a really good gel adhesive for normal polish, like normal top coat just fucks up foil so badly. Oh, dehydrators are different. It smells like alcohol. That would make sense too. Solar color dust. Wait, no. Well, although to be fair, polish companies do not help with this misconception because there are regular polishes that are sold that have gel in the name for reasons. Alright, so this is the pink shellac primer. The bottle is kind of gnarly. I apologize. I don't know if this needs to be mixed, but I'm rolling it just a little bit. I don't bother to remove the tacky layer between coats. As long as I'm top coating it with a no wipe. Like, there are wipe top coats. Wait, is this? Oh. Okay, it's just not as full as I thought. And the stuff is a different texture than I thought. So I'm just gonna apply this primer. All over. You know what? Might as well prime the tips too, because I'm gonna try and wrap the tips. And my lamp really only comfortably has room for 4 fingers. Like, it's a bit of a stretch to include the thumb in there. So I'm just going to work on these first 4 fingers to start. Like that. Yeah, I think some nail artists do remove the tacky layer between coats, but I don't really know what the pros and cons are of that. I don't. I've been told that it doesn't really matter. Like, it's just one of those things that's kind of personal preference. How can I tell when this is? How can I tell when this is dry? Oh, slightly adhered to that pillow. Yeah. No. I can just imagine. I've got a piece of fuzz on here too. Get off of there, fuzz. It doesn't really, this is air dry. It doesn't really say how long it takes to dry. You can also, like, mix gel with normal polish to an extent. But you have to make sure that the normal polish is fully dry, or the gel can actually, like... It's kind of weird, because, I mean, you guys saw I applied it all the way to my cuticle, but it doesn't look as much. Maybe it's just showing up more over the more stained parts of my nail. Remember that my nails are stained? They're looking clean and healthy at the cuticle. Yeah, Mikey. They did not look stellar after that. Yeah. I don't think it takes that long to dry. You can't... Oh, that's a beanie hair. Get out of there. I don't do this enough to, like, know or be comfortable. I just know that it's supposed to be dry before I move on. But gosh. I want to get to the no-wipe top coat so I stop being in the sticky phase and picking up beanie hairs off of everything because, you know, beanie hairs everywhere. I think that should be good. If it's not, well, I guess we'll see. Alright, now we got the base. I guess I should maybe roll this a little bit too because I don't know when the last time I used this was. Like I said, usually I would go ahead and just do a peel-off base and then just use the gel for... But it's supposed to dry, right? I mean, how quickly does it dry? Man, it's been a while since I used this base. It'll be fine. It'll be fine, she said famous last words. Now, this is where we start being careful and very neat. Trying to very much not touch my skin with the gel polish. As I mentioned earlier, you can actually develop an allergy to it if you get it on your skin too frequently. Which is kind of like Monk-S. You know what, I should kind of carefully... like my edges as well as my tips. And there are people that, like, you know, think that the UV lamps will give you cancer, or, you know, that gel polish will ruin your nails, or gel polish is the devil. And granted, like, I don't use it that often, but, like, I don't think it's that serious. Like, even the UV lamps, like, okay, they're not that strong a UV, right? I mean, you get UV from the sun and stuff. Yes, it's a little bit more powerful than that, because the whole intent is to, like, create a chemical reaction. But as far as, like, damaging your nails, the main thing is just to remove it properly. I can't tell if these are just bubbles or if it's actually a little hair that got stuck in there. And gel polish, of course, does not dry until you cure it, so you can fuck around with it as long as you need to. If you see that you did get any on your skin, you can go ahead and go in with a cuticle stick, or with a little small brush dipped in acetone or in alcohol. Yeah. Weird entropy. Oh. You could tell my first guess went in a certain direction. Yeah, so, wait, did I cure that for the appropriate? Yeah. I mean, inevitably, I will have to take this off, so you guys will get to see the removal process, too. I mean, I'll do that on stream, because it takes a long time, and it's boring. Okay, so, now I've got the black, and again, I'm just trying to be, like, really careful and neat. And I'm trying to keep the thing even, but I mean, we will need 2 coats of this for sure. That's horrible. Entropy. Alright. Like I said, making sure to get my little sides as well as my tips. It really, like, if you go slow, like, it's not that bad to be neat. Just like with regular polish, I guess I don't feel like it's worth it, because it's so easy to clean up and there's not, you know, detrimental side effects to being messy. Let's see here, we got a little bit of Oops. Just do a bit like that. Ooh, bubbles. Okay, now this is, of course, where the break is, so I want to really go as far to the edge as I can to protect the break without, of course, like I said, getting it on the skin. What is this hair? Okay, tweezers. Stat. Okay. This is fine. Alright. I'm going to do one more little small tip. Sometimes I feel like gel tends to almost recede a little bit, and I want my tips wrapped, and I don't want my tips to be not black either, so I'm going to do this on every nail one more time right before I stick them in here. Yeah. I mean, that's the sort of thing you know, but you try not to think about too hard. Now, another thing I try to be very mindful of is, like, my hand position in the lamp. Depending, like, there are very different kinds of lamps. They even sell little lamps that just look like a little, like, it's a flashlight UV thing, which I don't think I'd be a fan of. Like, especially when I wrap my tips, like, I try to make sure that I don't angle my nails down so that they're, like, not getting the light. Like, I keep them very flat, if not even a little bit up tilted, to make sure that the free edge also gets cured. You can see, yeah, that's a better angle. You can kind of see that it's not quite fully opaque. So we'll do a second coat. Equally as neat and patient. Now, does this have to necessarily be 100% opaque? No, because we are doing the purple on top, but my inner perfectionist is much happier if it's opaque underneath. Lula Dorno, thank you for the follow. Also, I feel like it obviously makes a sturdier manicure, and we're doing this for protective purposes. So, if you're going to be doing it for protective purposes, best not to half-ass it. These little bubbles. Now, with gel, you can do what, like, you know, most people will tell you, like, don't ever do with regular polish, which is just, you know, go over and over the same area to smooth it out or to get rid of bubbles. Your main goal is to just make sure it's smooth once it goes in that lamp. Oh, and then once I finish this layer, we'll be done with precision for a moment. I'll get a breather for a moment. And then once I do both my hands, I usually do my thumbs together. I mean, I could do the thumbs like one at a time, but... Sorry. Quietly concentrating, and god dang it, there's a hair. I see these little... See a little bubble? I just want to get rid of that. Or is that another little cat hair piece? Oh, it is. Can you guys see it hanging off the tip there? Haha! I got it. Okay. Like I did last time, just a final little quick touch up on the very tips. Lobster is delicious. Jimmy John's. The last time I had a Jimmy John's, it hit the spot. Well, you know what that means, Entropy? It's time to learn to make it. Okay, I might... We'll eyeball. I have on occasion had problems with what people more experienced with gel than I have said are symptoms of undercuring, which apparently is more common in both black and white gel polishes. So I think I might give this actually just like a couple quick additional seconds over the recommended cure time. Just because I don't want to have to possibly have... Like, there are... Over-curing is also not good, but, like I said, from my limited understanding, under-curing seems to be worse. So, I'm going to just use... You know what, I might trim this a little bit. Like, get down to a slightly fatter section. Let me just... Now, I'm being careful with these nails, not because they're wet, but because they're sticky. Right now. They're dry. They just have that tacky layer. And that tacky layer better act right now, or I'm gonna be very angry. Y'all want to be closer? Is that lightning? Fuck. Alright. I'm gonna load it on every nail and then get to like more buffing. And I'm like applying it with, you guys can kind of see, a dab and drag technique. To kind of like what can happen when you have the sticky layer and you're trying to take advantage of it is you can like accidentally touch it and take away the sticky. So I'm trying to, that's the dab part, dabbing the glitter on and then dragging it to buff it. Dab and drag. I like that. It's got a ring to it. Alright, now of course chubby side walls and little side areas are always the trickiest. So making sure to get like down in there. Now, I'm going to use the clean side of the sponge. Actually, I'm going to close this because that's a lot of glitter. Napkin's dirty, but it's not a deal. And we're just going to start like really rubbing it in there. So can you kind of start to see, like these ones they're smooth, there's still a little texture, but then these are like getting like very smooth and shinier. And of course, top coat will play that up also. Gotta have kind of, I think, a lighter touch toward the tip. I was like almost rubbing the tip naked. Is that what she said? Ooh, yeah, see? And we're getting the tips covered too, which is nice. Now, inevitably, you're gonna be covered in glitter, probably. I think what I'll probably do, wipe off as much as I can here. Actually, I can kind of... I feel like I don't want to use the toothbrush for this. Actually, maybe not quite yet. I used the toothbrush when I did the textured glitter, but the textured glitter, if I recall, was applied on wet gel that was then cured, and then I toothbrushed it to get rid of the loose glitter, so the glitter was set a little more firmly than it is when just buffing it in over the tacky layer. I need just a little bit more glitter, I think, on the tip of this. I think this is looking really nice, though. See, like, right, can you guys see how that corner is black and it, like, doesn't want to pick up glitter? I like dab it on there, but then if I wipe, it wipes away. See, I squandered some of the stickiness there. I don't think it's bad enough to need to touch it up, but I must be more careful. I fight with the stripper. Alright, so I'm just making sure there's like nothing still clinging or stuck here, basically to prevent it from contaminating the top coat. We just folded the napkin and now we have like a little nice spot here. So, this is the Pink Shellac Ultra Shine. Actually, I see it down in the chubby sidewalls, and I don't want to seal glitter into my cuticles. You know what I mean? Like down in there. There. Yeah, see right there? It's black instead of purple. Does it bother me? Maybe I can just... Okay, hold on. Can I just... That's better. We'll leave it at that. And we'll leave that like that. Okay. So again, top coat. Smooth, careful, don't touch your skin. Seal in all the glitter. Yeah. I can in person see a couple of patchy spots near the cuticle on that now, but they're minor. See, this is doing this. Sometimes I have this problem with this top coat where it like doesn't want to smoothly apply. Like it applies and then it dimples. It's deal-withable, but it's kind of irritating. I'm getting a couple little tiny... Oh, see it right there? I mean, a little bit of contamination is kind of unavoidable. When you're working with pigments and glitter, you can just, you know, do your best, take precautions. Okay, one more. And then we'll make sure they're smooth, and then we'll cure them. And we'll be 4/10 complete. Now, any glitter, like if you manage to like not go to the edge in any places, like this does have the potential to wash off if it's not sealed in. So just be careful. I think I'm actually gonna, with a little bit of acetone. Okay, I see just a little. Okay. One more stroke with the tips. What did I get on my hand? Whoa! I just spilled my acetone. It's fine. But I like somehow tipped, like I literally tipped my whole little dish over. But luckily that's why it sits on top of a paper towel. Hey, Flying Snow. Made of magic, thank you. Oh, the color can change a bit if you overcure. Well, I don't think I need to worry about that too much with black. Yeah, it might have to do with that too, like on the corners especially. If you mean the little bald spot. Ooh! Amethyst. Oh yeah, acetone is definitely falls under, I think, an exquisite pain, yeah. Like a lot of times too, I'll kind of, like if they still smell chemically, I feel like they're possibly not fully set, but oh my god. Oh my god. Excuse me? What? Okay. Oh, yeah. Oh, just let that just go into your soul and soothe it. Oh, that's so good, dude. And that's not even the good flashlight. That was just a little preview. I'm gonna give it another little 30 seconds. Like I said, because it didn't smell fully cured. And to me, like I said, I'm a gel newbie, but there's nothing worse than having a no-wipe top coat somehow feel tacky because it didn't fully cure. So I'm gonna just... I mean, I knew it was gonna be good. I didn't know it was gonna be quite that good. Like, oh. Yeah, like I still smell like that faint chemically gel smell, but I'll leave it for now and finish the rest of the manicure. Like it's dry. There's one little single bubble in the pinky. Well, you can't even see it, so I guess it doesn't matter. Okay, I'm gonna get you back to like slightly less creepy levels since we're we're done with that. I should maybe, in fact, I think I will. I'm gonna just lightly, because like there's a couple little loose glitters I see here before I apply my primer on this hand. And as far as like the glitter that is like, you know, maybe stuck like a little bit under here or around the cuticles, that'll just wash off. I'm not super worried about it. A disco party. Yeah, like this is so good. Yeah, that too. I mean, I don't even want to smell my hand right now. Yeah, I probably will end up putting this in again. I feel like, but I want to move on with the rest of the manicure before I lose my steam. No, you know what? Let's just do it. If it still smells funny after this, then I don't know. Maybe my top coat is old and I just need to buy a new top coat. Is that a thing with gel polish? Can gel polish expire? Generally, I will tell people that normal nail polish cannot expire. It's a lie. But does gel polish like not cure as well if it's old? No, Marthy. Oh. This, if anybody is interested, I didn't exactly say, but this particular glitter is from Madame Glam, even though I'm using it with pink shellac gel. And it is called Holo Rainbow. Well, what's this one called then? This is silver powder, apparently, which is the silver holo, and the purple holo is called Holo Rainbow. The reason I'm not doing the whole manicure Madame Glam is because apparently I don't have a primer for my Madame Glam, which isn't usually an issue since I'm not usually doing full gel, but since I am doing full gel, I don't want to skip that step. Yeah, I know for a fact that I have such old polishes in my collection. I mean, I have like original Urban Decay from when I was like 12. Alright, so yeah, this is the primer. Same steps, different hand. The primer is weird. It almost applies like invisibly, but then you kind of can see it. And I don't know if you're like supposed to have a light hand or supposed to have a heavy hand. I'm just trying to make sure that I at least cover my whole nail. Yeah, the silver holo is good. I mean, it's basically the same formula as this. It buffs on like this. I don't remember how much they were. Like, Madame Glam is not cheap. Although if it's your first order with them, I think they give you like a discount code or whatever. But it's quite a hefty bottle of glitter. Like next to a Holo taco bottle. You know, it's not just like a lot of them are like maybe half this deep. But I mean, it's a considerable amount of glitter. Entropy, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I mean, really, it's like, who would not? The only people who would not are people that are just like fun haters or just in denial. Maybe that's not true. But I mean, you know. You know, I don't know if they have it at drugstores, Rudy, but if you have something like a Sally's near you, like a beauty supply store, then that's where you can get polish thinner. And we kind of talked about this, was it last nail stream or maybe a couple ago? Like, definitely pay the couple extra dollars and get a bottle of nail polish thinner versus using acetone, because it actually replaces what's evaporated out of the polish and you don't run the risk of it kind of like breaking it down and making it weird. Yeah, do it, dude, and post pictures in my Discord. So then I can be jealous and go, man, I should have gone mirror chrome. Entropy up in here making me jealous. I'm again looking and wondering if my primer is dry. Somebody said, I already forgot, I'm sorry, that they thought I could apply gel right afterwards. It's weird because it looks like, I mean, like, look at the pinky. Like, it looks like there's almost none at the cuticle, but you guys saw me apply it. You know what? I'm just going to go onto the base. It seems fine. I don't know. It's one of those things, like when we talk about it, it's like, I just don't get it. Like, why would you even care? Like, even if it's not up to you, like, why would you even care if some other guy wants to have it? That's just hater behavior. Alright, base coat. Right hand is a little bit shorter than left hand right now. So, just have to be a little bit more careful with like the tip area and stuff. And of course, just working with my offhand on my dominant hand. As far as like the neatness and stuff goes. But honestly, just like patience. I'm so glad that this turned out the way I wanted it to, and I didn't have the problems I was worried about. Of course, I mean, we still got a whole hand to go, but I think I've identified a very workable solution to the problem in the dab and drag technique. And also, I was kind of doing it, and I don't know if I actually said anything about it. Like, I started at the tip of the nail because you can only load so much glitter up on the sponge, and if you start at the base of the nail, I feel like you have more opportunity to accidentally touch the sponge to the tip of the nail as you're dabbing and pulling. It, like, you know what I mean? Like, if you start here and you try to dab and you run out of glitter and then like you're touching this part and losing the sticky, versus if you start at the tip and then pull, and then you haven't even touched this sticky, and then you can just go back to it. Smooth that. I see just a slight weird spot right here. Why is that weird? The base coat has a shorter curing period. This is my dress. Did you guys see it when I stood up earlier? It's like turquoise palm fronds. That's cool. Hell yeah. I mean, it makes sense. It's crazy. People get crazy about sports teams. Like, why wouldn't you do your nails in your sports team's colors? Okay. 2 coats of black. Oh, let's close the base. Just imagine if you had been able to put something like this to distract them. If only you had known. Alright, again. Oh my god. Slow and steady and patient. And go all the way over here. Sometimes it's so hard to see over here. There, that's better. Now, like with regular polish, we talk about thin coats all the time to avoid bubbling and like longer wear and stuff. With gel polish, it's another thing that comes back to both sensitivity and comfort. Because if you apply your gel polish too thick, sometimes even if you just apply it like at a regular thickness, depending on the gel polish, when you go under the lamp, you can get what's called like a heat spike. And I've had some that literally were like, holy fuck, that's hot, that hurts. Like, so don't, like I said, this is not a fully opaque in one coat black gel unless I were to really make it a thick coat. And that is even a worse idea with gel than it is with normal polish, so. Don't do it. Yeah, so I feel like so many sports are unfortunately like that. You wonder how many people like never took up, a sport that they would be interested in or a hobby or something like that because the cost of entry is so high. All right, and again, like I was kind of saying, see, like right there on the ring finger is a great example. Like you guys saw me wrap the tip, and it's just kind of, it's pulled back a little bit. I don't know. And I mean, you could stop that with curing between doing each nail, or even possibly with some flash curing, which is like a partial cure that just sets the polish in place but doesn't fully cure it. But in most cases, I'm kind of too lazy to do that. Sometimes, if I'm doing like detail work or like more nail arty stuff, I'll do a flash cure. Because if you're using gel polish to like draw a line, because it doesn't start to dry until you cure it, if it's just sitting there while you're doing your other nails, it starts to, it's a line and then it starts to spread. So I try not to do that, but for this, like I'm not gonna sit and flash cure after every finger. Cause like you think that gel polish is faster because you could just dry it like this and in 60 seconds it's dry or whatever, but like I get so impatient with this 60 seconds of sitting here with my hand in this little hole. Please don't take out of context. I'm really pleased. It's kind of easy for the necks to get really dirty too. I'm actually gonna wipe around the neck of this one. Because you don't want to just leave it like that. Because again, like regular polish, eventually it would just like dry up. With this, it's not. It's just going to be gross forever unless you clean it. Alright. Oop. Can I... That's fine. Whoa. And then after I finish my nails, so like I got a very late start for today. I didn't get back on last night, and I did get to bed earlier than I have been, but I didn't get to bed as early as I probably should have. Like when 6 a.m. is an early bedtime, maybe there's a little bit of a problem, maybe. And then I let myself sleep in. I was like, maybe I should set an alarm, and I was like, no, you need to sleep. Like, don't sleep too late, but you need to sleep. So I didn't set an alarm. And, basically, I hadn't been up long enough to be hungry, so I have to, once again, at least have a meal break after nails, and then I don't know if I'll be back for some more games tonight. Everybody was trying to peer pressure me into trains last night. They take it and destroy it? What, it's not like repairable? That's kind of shocking. I mean, wow. I would be mad. I'd be like, wait a minute. No. Alright, making sure there's no bubbles. Because any of that texture can show up once we get to our glitter. Make sure and wrap these tips and corners nicely. And cure. And now I'm trying to remember. I know I extra cured the top coat. I think I gave... Did I give the black an additional 30 seconds also? I kind of feel like I did. I'm like in an awkward position here, just trying to screw the lid back on here. I mean, this is true. I don't know. I feel like there has to be a way to do it right. Like back in the day, if your chainmail was fucked up, you didn't throw out your whole chainmail. You found somebody that was a chainmail repair salesman. Hey, Nani. Ooh, what's going on tonight is a little bit of this, y'all. I've got a really bad, very low break that is making me nervous, and so I am actually doing a full gel manicure in order to give my nails a safety break for... What the hell? Why did that just fall down? I have poltergeists, apparently. And we decided to go with this purple Holo, and it's sick. Yeah, I mean, the more expensive something is, the more I feel like it ought to be repairable. Yeah. Okay, here's our clusterfuck of slightly spilled glitter. Alright, I'm gonna kind of just like lightly tap this to get it at an angle so I can like easily dip into it. Interesting! That has to be some... I didn't really notice that before. That we had dirtied the sponge. I mean, that's not just purple glitter ground in there. That's black. So we had to have been slightly rubbing off in our buffing a little bit of tacky layer at some point. Or it would just look like, you know, purple. So... dab and drag. Oh my god. Cat hair fuzz. Get out of here. Oh. Oh. Speak of the cat hair and he shall appear. Alright, so again, we're dabbing and dragging. And being mindful of our tacky layer. How you doing, Beanie? Where you been? I'm fairly sure everybody missed you. Mr. Bean? Ooh. Oh, we got a piece of fuzz and like I actually touched my whole hand to my index nail. I hope that's not a problem. I'm not sure if you can see. See how the tip is like not quite as shiny anymore? That's my handprint. Okay. Dab, drag, dab, and drag. Just load that glitter on there. And then when we're done, I'll try to get as much of what's on the paper towel back in the jar as I can. Which is usually not that hard. Alright. I think we're pretty well packed on there. Down in the crevices and sidewalls. So now, whoa. Buff it. Smooth it. And then we'll top coat it, and then we'll do the thumbs. And then I will be a very happy Colette. Because I'll have very bomb nails. Ooh, so we got another little black patch. Maybe I shouldn't close this. Yeah, Beanie is here. How you doing today, Beanie? Okay, I think for the most part we're pretty good. Like there's a couple spots. Like I see it like the cuticle there. But it's mainly okay. And I think we're mainly pretty smooth out here, so I want to get like closely around the cuticle. Fan brush is nice because it's kind of narrow and it's kind of stiff. So you can really get down in there. Okay, not as good on the fingers. Man, I'm gonna have a lot of glitter around here. Just kind of get the very tips. Because otherwise you can see that little yeah. Okay. Close that glitter again. Let's see. Okay. Like sometimes it sticks. Oh, you know what I could do? Oh, I'm smart. I am so smart. You ever just think of something and it's not even like that complicated, but you just feel smart because you thought of it in the moment. Dude. Okay, I feel like I gotta be careful not to get glitter inside of my drink. The actual galaxy brain plane here. Brain plane? Yeah, I'm smart. Alright, top coat. Careful top coat. Yeah, right? Yeah. I kind of hate gel polish because all the bottles look the same. So I have to, like, actually double and triple check what I'm doing. I guess some regular polish is like that also. I just realized there's, like, a little black hole at the tip of that nail, but it's too late now. Too late. Oh, there's a cat hair on the brush. Now there's a cat hair on the nail and I can't see it. You know what? If I can't see it, it doesn't matter. Right? Right. It's alright, it's alright. Ooh. Gotta get all the way to the edge. All the way to the edge, but don't flood your side walls or touch your skin. I feel like I did a less good job of cleaning off my nails this time because I see more glitter residue on the brush, or maybe it's just because I'm on my second hand and the residue is like building up. Make sure it's clean. Yeah. If you can't see it, it doesn't really exist. You know, now that I think about it, I literally, okay, my response to it's all fun and games until it has to clean up. Like, I just decided I'm not as smart as I thought, because my response to that was going to be, no, it's not. Just use the lint roller, because I've used the lint roller on my mat before, on the Miracle mat. Because, like, there's glitter. You can't even see it, but, like, as much glitter as there is on the napkin here, which is also hard to see. I mean, it's not that much, but, like, it's enough. Like, that's all over the Miracle mat, too. And now that I think about it, of course I've used my lint roller before to clean it up. Because I was like, how am I going to get this off my Miracle mat? I thought I was being smart, Beanie. But it turns out I was just rediscovering knowledge that I already had. He lost interest. I guess that's what happens when you have conversations with your cat. They don't really care about your nail polish problems. That's also true, Nani. Can I touch you? What do you think? He didn't recoil. That's the left hand that's already, well, except for the thumb, mostly done. So apparently the double cure cures it enough for Beanie's sensibilities. Such a sensibility cat. Oh, a Beanie treat. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna need both hands for that. After we get out of the portal to hell. Hey, Gidge. Alright. So good, dude. For anybody just joining us, here you go, Benny. I'm gonna not make him take it directly out of my fingers. For anybody just joining us, oh, come on, flashlight. There's things and stuff happening here. Things and stuff happening here. Well, you know what? Let's do good flashlight time. Yeah. I mean, I have no words. Yeah, where is Dino? It's a wonderful question. Okay, we have my thumbs left. So, let's make sure they're clean of glitter before we actually start. This was such a good idea. Shooketh, yeah. Alright, primer. Oh, there's still a little bit of... Get off of there. What is primer made out of? Oh, it's too small. Too small to even tell if the ingredients are included there. If I have to look, I don't know, like on the box that it came in or on their website or some shit. Alright, primer. And really, even though I was getting impatient and irritated with having to wait for the lamp, like, this manicure did not take a long time. I don't think. Okay, it took slightly longer than I thought, but like this isn't a long time. Like we're chatting also. Like even in low light, like the glow, like that fuchsia pop and glow that just is like inside of there that you could just fall in and swim down to and pull around yourself like a blanket. And then like the rainbow, God damn, that makes me happy. Alright. Trying to make sure to let this be dry. Swoon, yeah. Oh. I mean, they look like they're glowing. It looks like there's something inside. Camera. Psst, 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 camera. Is it too shiny for you, camera? Oh. Oh. That's great. Like, base. Yeah, I'm not, it's kind of weird that there's primer and base. Because primer's for making it stick and base is for making it stick, right? I wonder what something like a primer would do to a regular polished base coat. Or even, has anybody tried this? What would something like a primer do to a peel-off base coat? Like, would it be too sticky? That's how we get our thumbs in there. And again, like I said, being mindful not to let them, lean out or lean in. Well, I guess you can't really, like, see what I'm saying, but, keeping them flat and face forward, so to speak, for lack of a better word to pop into my head, toward the light. Like, my light is like a moderately priced introductory little lamp. We've got a couple little options here of how long to cure. And then on the inside, like there's lights on the top and then there's mirrors on the side and on the bottom. So like the light gets reflected around a little bit, but I still try to make sure that it's, facing towards the actual lights and not the reflective light for best results. Bean just be ditching a lot. Okay, wait, that's not the black. This is the black. I mean, okay, we got like all these bottles and they're all just like slightly fucking different. Imagine not being able to see the polish and having to read words. Alright. I wonder if I should have... Well, it's too late now. I was gonna say, I wonder if I should have trimmed Holo right thumb a little more before we started. Holo right thumb needs the most trimming because of games. If I don't, I've actually like gouged spots on my controller because of my nails. And obviously that's not great for the controller or for my nails. So I try to keep especially my right one short enough that doesn't happen. These little bubbles popping up in here. See them? They're just like little... Get out of here. Ooh. Get off of me. Alright, we'll quick secondary wrap and then we'll cure these. The Imagine command. One of Dr. Crotron's legacies. I'm so glad he asked me to a Scrabble battle. That was like so much fun, and now he started a thing. It's on my index nail, Gidge, like in the meat. In the nail bed. Like, cutting it off is not an option. It's that low. And it was, like, it wasn't too bad, but it was noticeably worse than it was last week, and it's making me, it made me feel a certain kind of way, and I felt like this was a smart and adult decision to make. Even, like, I don't usually like just, like, not doing my nails for a long time. Like, I enjoy doing my nails. Mostly. I know some of y'all are thinking, I've seen you rage out at your nails, Colette. But, like, mostly, like, it's fun. But I think this will keep me satisfied for a while. Because, like, that happens, too. Like, sometimes I'll plan, like, I'll have a manicure planned, and then I'll accidentally do something just, like, fucking phenomenal right beforehand, and then I'm like, oh, no. I don't even get to keep this on because I already planned to do this other manicure, and I'm going to have to take off this fantabulosity. In this case, we'll be able to enjoy this for like a good long while. What phone? Okay. I haven't gotten it yet, so we'll see when it arrives. We could still do swatches. We can maybe still like plan some manicures in advance. But yeah, fuck. It's been a week. Post office is apparently not in a hurry, or UPS, to deliver me my shit. I mean, I remember, was it the unicorn skins? I didn't get until like, I think almost 3 weeks after launch. Maybe it wasn't quite that long, but it felt like a long time. You gotta go. Where you going, Gidge? You just got... Oh, are you on break only? Are you at work? Thanks for popping in while you were on break, if that's the case. If it's not the case, then where the fuck do you think you're going, Gidge? I thought you were on vacation. You were up until ass o'clock in the morning. Why were you up so late if you had to work, Gidge? Look, if she's gonna pretend she's already gone. She gonna pretend she's already gone. Time is hard. Like, I didn't play trains. I didn't get on for another stream last night. Because I was like, I'm gonna get to bed early. And instead of getting to bed at 8 a.m., I got to bed at 6 a.m. So, I mean, improvement? Question mark? No, it's an improvement, no question mark, but like that's still, like that's a little bit later than I would prefer, you know what I mean? It's any time and you'd believe me. I mean, that's when it's really bad, when your schedule's just like, what? What is a circadian rhythm? Where's that butterfly meme? Is this a circadian rhythm? I don't know. Couldn't tell you. Never been there. Never met her. And also when you do. Yeah, that's the part that's the problem. Relatable. California to London time. That's like 8 hours, isn't it? All right. Dabbing, or what did I say? Dab and drag. Dab and drag. Make sure to get all of our corners and inside all of our chubby sidewalls. It's storming. This distracting storm. Can't you see I'm trying to do my nails? Alright. There we go. Alright, now we scoot this out of the way because I'm probably going to need more because I have every time. Do buff, buff, buff. Dab, dab, dab. Drag, drag, drag. Buff, buff, buff. Sometimes I find myself wanting to say Christine catchphrases, but I don't want to be like, oh! People be like, oh my god, you stole that from Christine! But like, I'm just a fan though. And I think it's natural when I watch her videos that I also want to dab, dab, dab and make my nails fab. Although this isn't usually the kind of dabbing that Christine does. Alright. Close the glitter. RuPaul. Wait, that, no? That's a dab, right? The other dab. I mean, I feel kind of like the longer her company is a success, the more likely it is. But at the same time, also, a lot of mainstream brands tend to have both lines, a regular polish and a gel. But I feel like I don't think most boutique, shall we say, brands really do. I think she's probably a little bit too big to be called indie at this point, but definitely still boutique. Like, she doesn't mess around with gel polish too often, but she has. So yeah, I mean, eventually, maybe. Oofta. So good. Alright. And we are like 30 seconds away from Holo right thumb not having a disaster. Imagine Holo right thumb. All is right with the world. Just make sure this is smooth. Like I said, you want to make sure you cover like all the way to the edges and the bottom and all that, or otherwise, like, I've had that happen with chrome also. Like, chrome will only stick where you put the right, no wipe top coat, and it will also only stick where you properly top coat it. And I've had definitely instances where, little near the cuticle or near the sidewall didn't get the final layer of top coat, and after a few hand washes you have a little sliver of naked polish peeking through. Yeah, but I mean, as far as like pigments, what was it, her? No, she did one too. She did a review of the Sally Hansen chromes and came to the same conclusion that I did, which is that they're full of fucking shit. But she is also, I recall her doing a video of holo pigment with regular polish, like after a severe amount of trial and error, and she did get it to work. So, like, number one, you can, and there's like a huge asterisk here, but you can do pigments with regular polish, but also you can do gel polish with peel-off base. So, yeah, I don't know. I mean, the pigment world is perhaps a place where it's not that hard to find good holo. Like, it's probably harder to find a good holo polish than it is to find a good holo pigment. Her left thumb. For me, it's all, I mean, it's happened to be Polo left thumb before, but usually it's Polo right thumb. Yeah, that's usually what I do, Amanda. Cause like and I like the pigments, the chrome, the mirror chrome, like I showed you guys earlier, that little section from my mirror chrome video. That was one of those times when I saw it on Instagram and had to do it. Like, I saw it on Instagram and I went and I bought it, and it was like a new thing. And my first couple sets of, my first set, which I got from like Ocean Nail Supply, I think, was like on the more expensive side. And then like shortly after that, a lot of brands started coming out with like more affordable, like the Nicole Diary and like Elite 99 type of brands on Amazon. Oh, we got just a couple little I checked you for bubbles. Well, we'll see if it bugs me. I could do another layer of top coat to get rid of that little bubble there. So I guess we do have a little bit of a Polo right thumb moment, but generally I'm going to say that's not bad enough for me to stress over. But yeah, that like every now and then, like I see manicures I love all the time, and I'm like, ooh, that's cooler, and I'll like it, or I'll like stick it in my folder for later, or I'll put it on my I want to try that board. But it doesn't happen that often that I see something and I'm like, I need to do that right now. But the chrome was like that. And I did almost all of my gel usage has been with a peel-off base. The only time I'd done gel prior to this, not with a peel-off base, was for vacations. Okay, let's, this is the one that's like almost done, isn't it? Yeah, it is. But look, here's a like nice little, oh, it's like barely attached. Anyway. And I'll clean up the desk like this too. We'll just do this for now. This napkin will not get, like, usually you guys know if I have like a partially used napkin, that would become like the napkin that goes under the acetone. Oh, there's some inside of here still though, isn't there? Okay, hold on. First, can we... Let's see if we can salvage any of this. Is it going in there? No. What if I... Oh, here we go. Here we go. Get in there. It's like it's not stuck, but it's stuck. You know what? Fuck it. I'm not gonna... It's making more of a mess than it's saving glitter. Let's just close this. Whoa, what's that? Get out of there. You're not glitter. Okay. That little white piece of something. And then we'll just... This is like the almost used up lint roller, but it's good enough for this. Ooh, actually, maybe I could just... Yeah, we'll just do like that. That'll get tossed. And this we can kind of just... And I might run over it with the newer lint roller soon. Want some more flashlight time, you guys? They kind of are. Look at this one. I don't know where that... Okay, it's safe there. It was a pencil. I wanted to make sure I didn't roll over it with my chair and break it. Before we go, let's just do this again for a little bit. Oh. I mean, this looks like it's like fake. Like, how could that possibly be on my nails? But it is. Is this real life? Yes, it is. Phone? What? What do you even want? Yeah, so like, I mean, it's kind of interesting also. Like, I mean, this is obviously Holo, right? But the red and the fuchsia are very prominent. Like the red and the fuchsia are what show up when it's not even like hollowing. But then you also see the blue, and like somewhere in there's like hints of green, and but like the fuchsia is so strong. And in the other light too, like I said, that glow down inside there that you see. Like, I feel like there are people that would argue that it's not Holo, but like, dude, it's fucking Holo though. It's just, it's a particular kind of Holo. It's not as rainbowy Holo as this, which apparently does not like my, you know what, hold on. Turn that down a little bit. Like, this has more where you're just like, oh, look, there's, Roy G. Biv. You can see it coming through more clearly rainbow, but... I'm so happy with this. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. It's like, exactly. It's that flash and that finish. There's so many different kinds of Holo. Like, there really is. But, I'ma just be sitting here with a very large smile on my face, you guys, while I go figure out dinner. Let me also see where I'm gonna send you guys, and a code, of course. If you are new here and you'd like to join my Discord, please feel free. There's the link. It's open to everybody. And let's see what's going on here. What even is it? It's Saturday night. It's 10:30. I'm a little bit later than I intended on being. Math is going, Hermothity's going, Nate's going, X Creations is still going. I saw you know what? I think I have to take this opportunity. I have not seen X streaming at all. I saw he did some Guitar Hero stuff or Clone Hero or whatever it is the other day, but I wasn't able to catch it. And I haven't seen him do Hollow Knight, and I don't even know how long. So, X Creations, for like those who don't, it's like part of the lore of the channel, but some people are maybe new and don't know. X Creations is how we met Pancakes and Ash. And the rest of the Epilogue Gaming community. X Creations was a blind raid that Dr. Crotron did. And the rest, as they say, is history. So, I don't know. I wonder if he doesn't have a timer going. He hasn't played Hollow Knight in a long time. Yeah, I think Dr. Crotron told me he had a job change and some other stuff go on, and he hadn't had a lot of time for streaming. And I've seen a couple like notifications lately, but not at times when I could catch him. And he literally went live just about as I was starting. See, he's been going for 3:25. What have I been up for? I've been up for 3:01. So I'm going to raid us over to X Creations. If you would like to simple little raid with me, you can drop the beanies. In fact, X is part of Hollow Knight Racing, but he hasn't joined in Race Night in a while. Maybe he will. Maybe we can pull him back into Rando. We'll just have to see. Thank you so much, Whimsy, and everybody. Oh, like, even just like this. Like, this would be enough to put this big ass smile on my face. But knowing what else is like going on there. Oh, also, yeah, I didn't hit enter. Simple little raid. Knowing what else is going on there just makes me super, super happy. I'm gonna find some dinner. It's a little bit later than I thought it was. I'm gonna give 50-50 odds that I might pop back on later for like some trains or maybe some Degen Stardew. But otherwise, I will very definitely... Thank you, Miss Tiff. I will very definitely see you guys tomorrow. I don't have a super plan. I've been trying to just kind of see what I want to stream, and I feel like that leads to like a funner stream because I'm having more fun. So I'm not gonna I'm definitely doing this tomorrow. There's a lot of options. Maybe we'll do some more Cuphead. Maybe we'll do a rando. Maybe we'll do some more Scrabble. Maybe it'll just be trains. I don't know, but I'll see you then. See you guys. And let me drop my old babies. And of course, if you are... That's kind of loud, isn't it? If you're in the future watching on YouTube, I hope you enjoyed. Like I decided at the beginning of stream, I'm unfortunately not doing a tutorial for these, but I don't feel like they're that complicated. If you have some glitter and a gel polish, then you also can make this happen. Yeah. Maybe I'll get some good pictures and do like an Instagram post. And of course, I'll also be removing these eventually. So if you'd like to join me live for that and for other nail art, please feel free to come follow over at twitch.tv/ColetteMSLP or follow here on YouTube. Or, don't. It's also okay. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed, and thanks for watching.